Okay, hello. Yeah, I'm running just a little bit late. Yeah, futzing with some settings and whatnot. So, hey, we're live anyways now. And we got Sojan in voice chat.
Hello.
And I'm drinking the old fashioned mix. What are you drinking, Sojan?
Jameson Triple Triple and Sprite.
Ah, nice.
It's delicious.
Sounds like it. All right. Well, let's keep working on these chaos symbols. I mean, I like the base coat I got. I might do another coat on them, and then I will go up to a let's see, bronze, and then I might go with, yeah, because I just have this war block bronze, and then I might go to, I know I have like a different bronze that I could use. Don't want to use gold. Let's take a look here. I got two thin coats that I haven't used yet. Nope, that is dwarven skin. That is not dwarven bronze. That's not a metal. Okay, might just go with the bright bronze then. At least work up to it. I think, unless I want to go. Hey, Doc.
Howdy.
How's it going?
I'm alright. Can you hear me okay?
Yep. Alrighty. Yeah, no Muse tonight. She had a dress rehearsal for her choir. So.
Alright then.
Alright, Sojan.
Hello.
Welcome and welcome back. Gorsh, that was quick.
You typed that and you were back like the instant it appeared on screen.
I'm just that fast.
I don't even know why you bothered typing.
The delay.
Hmm.
How are you on this fine day, Doc?
I'm alright. Went to a get together hosted by my financial advisor, aka my cousin. And with lots of pizza and snacks and cookies to be had. Basically, it was just a thank you for being a customer. There was no pitch or anything.
Nice.
All right.
Well, hopefully there wasn't a pitch since you already used him.
Yes, that's true.
More just a schmooze to keep you there.
Yeah. Though I joked with my aunt and one of his employees. It's like, yeah, I'm like not a real customer. Like, no, you are.
Yeah, I'm one of his fake customers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just figured I'd do another coat of Warplock Bronze over this, and then try to brighten it up a little bit so it sticks out. I mean, it looks good on camera right now, but I'd like it to pop just a little bit more.
A little bit more for shadows.
Yeah, just give it a little bit more zazz, you know?
But yeah, did you see they dropped the remaster of Oblivion?
I haven't really looked at it yet. Have you?
The bits and pieces of it I've seen look amazing.
Okay.
It looks like Skyrim.
Okay.
Actually, it looks like better than Skyrim.
All right.
I actually have the old version, and I couldn't get into it. I closed a few Oblivion gates and did a little questing here and there. And of course, as you recall, the enemies increase, they scale your levels. And one day, I was playing, I was just walking down a road, and this fucking huge ass Minotaur thing comes at me, and I'm like, you know what, never mind. I just can't be bothered. So I just uninstalled the game and never looked again.
I played quite a bit of it, but it was one of those where it's the same as Skyrim. I played for a while, and then I started modding, and then everything kind of just got a little silly, and I eventually did all the side quests, and then I was done. And I never got anywhere near beating the game.
Yeah, I think I just kind of kept resting and raiding the same vampire cave over and over again, and increasing my sneak and restoration magic. But granted, this was one of the first Elder Scroll games I had ever played.
I see.
So I literally had no idea what the hell I was doing.
I technically had Morrowind too, though I played even less of that.
Yeah, I played a bunch of Morrowind while I was in college.
I think I got
Did you get about as far as they did in Mac Hall, where it's like, oh look, snow, I'm a bear, and then that was it?
Mac Hole, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yep. Because I remember he had modded it to make a Moogle character, and then gets mauled by a bear right away, and he's just like, yeah, then that was about it.
What was I gonna say? I actually did beat Skyrim. I beat the main quest. I didn't do like every single thing you can do, but I did beat the main quest, and I beat the DLC quests as well.
I never beat Dawnguard on that.
But I apparently missed the memo because I did not do a stealth archer like apparently is the OP build.
Oh God, yes.
I
Like
did not either.
my good. Well, okay, yeah. First time I went through, I became, I was the embodiment of the meme of, become Archmage wielding a warhammer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, went heavy armor, two-handed weapon, warhammer, all that stuff.
I went one-handed, but otherwise the same.
Yeah, but then I made my Khajiit, Whisker Biscuits.
Does he have wares to sell?
No, but he is innocent of this crime.
Of course it is.
And yeah, went stealth archer, all that, and yeah, that is just OP as hell. And ragdolling people with a bow with power shot was just ridiculous, especially when it went into slow motion on the kill.
Yeah. I did do a stealth build in Fallout 4.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty powerful, especially if you get some of the special weapons that you can get from the railroad. But then later in the game, I found a combat rifle that could be scoped and fired explosive bullets, and that was kind of yeah.
See, for
That would kill anything.
My problem with stealth builds in Fallout 4 is that I can't wear power armor. And that's just a no-go.
I mean, I'm kind of ridiculously over-leveled at this point. I do it all the time.
but it's power armor.
I don't know. Hasn't been a problem, I guess. But maybe if I were lower level, it still would be.
I just massively enjoy stomping around in power armor.
Oh, I see your point.
Yeah, like the whole Nuka World DC and getting the quantum, the Nuka quantum power armor was.
Yeah,
That was fun.
it is fun.
And then having a Gauss rifle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another one. I've got some sort of special Gauss rifle. I don't even remember what its special attribute was, but it's pretty devastating. really looking good.
Thank you.
Hey Doc, did you end up getting a bunch of hail on Monday?
It hailed very briefly, and by the time I went outside to look and see if there was any hailstones, they were all melted.
I gotcha. We never even really got anything here other than like probably 4 minutes of rain.
Yeah, and I love that there was like a headline from like one of the news stations saying, "Yeah, the sirens weren't supposed to be going off." Hey, Ty. Like that was like a malfunction on their part.
Yeah, because it's like, it definitely doesn't call for that.
I was gonna say I did not hear the ones over by me, so it must have been like sporadic.
It was like the area by me, mostly. But did they go off by you, Doc?
The sirens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're still pretty much in about the same area, so. And how are you doing this evening, Ty? Well, good. I'm glad you didn't get any hail, Ty. I was worried. I was just so worried I couldn't muster the heart to ask.
That would have been a very, very long hailstorm.
Thank you. I'm hoping that these symbols look a little bit better with like the extra. And I'm glad I dulled down this other bronze color. Because I mixed this with a little bit of the warp lock bronze.
But yeah, having Ty here reminded me of a video I saw the other day.
Yeah.
It's evidently a bunch of roofers working on a tin building, like a huge tin building down in Texas, while like a tornado was going on,
Oh my god.
and they're like literally like death gripping themselves onto the roof to like not to get blown away.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
I was like, I don't think I'd enjoy that. at
Yep.
all.
Why the hell were they still on the roof if there was a tornado showing up?
I'm guessing their boss is a dick.
This is why we need unions.
No, you just need to not be a dick.
Yeah, but see, my point, Jen, is that invariably there will be a boss who is a dick. This is a universal human condition.
But working in a profession where I deal with unions all the time, having a union doesn't protect you from having a boss who's a dick.
I
all.
suppose that's true. I suppose that's true.
So the better fix is just don't be a dick, or have a boss that's a dick.
Yeah.
Most goodest fixed.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. A lot of shit in the world can be fixed by, just not being a dick. Like, just in general. Alcohol was involved, I'm sure, was said at some point.
I mean, they are roofers.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I'm liking how that looks.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
No, I did not yet. Let me take a look, actually. Do 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 do.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, the Space Rangers.
Got the heads. Oh, Lord.
Wow. Let it never be said that miniature painters are would never commit to the bit. Because Sojan has seen that. Commit to the bit for a joke.
What channel is it?
In the Warhammer 40k channel.
Well, Granny's Goodies, that bit? Okay.
Yep. Though, to be fair, the guy that I committed to the bit with on the joke, in the end, he didn't deserve it. But it was still fucking funny at the time, and I'd do it again. Right, Sojan?
You might have actually been talking about the one down below, the Inspector Gadget. Go legs.
Wow. Jesus. Like that has to be like there has to be lead in the bottom of that base for the Inspector Gadget for that thing to just kind of stay majority put.
Well, I mean, it is also just straight up, so.
Yeah, still, but with that gun and that power hammer there,
Oh, yeah.
there's
I bet that's magnetized. I bet that's a steel plate it's sitting on.
oh, he did mean the Buzz one, but no, that's still good too. But damn.
That's pretty amazing. imagine.
Yep. Okay, so which do I work on right now? Do I do the glaze for the inner wing and the outer wing here? Or do I just work on this blank slate of a wing here and try and hammer that out? Or at least get good progress done on that? Yeah, I am the high ground.
I don't think I understand the question. Sorry.
Will not glazing affect any of the other stuff, or maybe you rub it off depending upon how you touch it, or
Good point. Yeah, if I keep touching the wings, yeah, it could. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Sojin just made a good point. So yeah, I'll do I'll do this bit here. You know, kind of do the blue grays and all that. Morty, and then I'll do the coppers, or warp lock bronzes and stuff there, and then all that stuff there, and then we'll glaze the wings. Okay.
Apparently, many old Oblivion mods still work on new Oblivion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that just special?
It is, really.
I saw there was a headline. It was the elves in Oblivion still look like crap. Good, they're supposed to.
Stupid elves.
They know what the fuck they did.
Take 10 damage.
Yeah, take 10. Yeah, you're an elf. Take 10 damage. Why? Because fuck you, I said so. That's why. Shut up, Willie. That'll learn you for bringing a guitar in a dungeon crawl, but I'm a monk. Still, that'll learn you.
Where's this guitar you speak of?
Yeah.
Right
Check your
there.
backpack.
Kabong.
Or, the activation word is shield in Dwarven. Okay, well, I don't know that word. You're a dwarf, right? Yeah. Your character speaks Dwarven, right? Yeah. So then you know the command word. Okay, I don't know that word.
What is this from?
An actual conversation where I gave him an animated shield, and I told him the command word to make it activate was just the word shield in Dwarven.
Uh-huh.
So,
Wait a minute. Was this our mutual acquaintance from back in the day?
yeah, the redheaded stepchild.
Norby?
No, this was Willie. I don't know if you met him or not.
You did. No, I don't think so.
But yeah, he was new to D&D, really excited about it, and then I had said that. He's like, well, I don't know what that word is. Yeah, your character does. Okay, but I don't know what that word is.
You don't need to.
Yeah,
Your character does.
I think it just boiled down to at some point I said, just say you activate your shield. Because, I was trying to add some flavor and all that, and he had to go be literal.
Some people don't deal well with that sort of situation.
Yeah. Yes, Ty, you see a gazebo. I attack it!
He was still new and very shiny at that point.
Yep.
Just unfamiliar with how the thing works, I guess.
Unfamiliar with how the world worked for how old he was. Well, hello, Pasta Muffin. Welcome, welcome. Sit down, have some plaid. It's just a silly saying that I do, but it just sounds fun.
Stay a while and listen.
Yep, yeah. Stay a while and glisten. How are you doing this fine Wednesday evening? Or morning, or whatever time frame. It's Wednesday night here. There.
Wednesday somewhere.
Yep. It's past 5 p.m. on Wednesday somewhere.
Drinking.
On principle of being a Hedonites of Slanesh collector, at one point I have to dislike this on the basic principle, obviously. Well, that's your opinion, and you're wrong. Nah, I don't care. This is just a model that I've always wanted to paint. Yeah, I collect Space Wolves and Death Guard myself. So, obviously excited for the range refresh of my wolves.
Yeah, the models look good on it.
Yeah, they do. Oh, I know, that's fine. Obviously, you see I can take the jab.
I'm glad you said that because I was about to ban it. No, not really. Not really.
Okay, Ty. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out. I hope you crash and get some good rest.
It's all the best sleeps.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna crash fairly soon after the stream, just because. Yeah, stayed up late finishing Yellowstone, which totally worth it. But then I couldn't fall asleep till like 1 o'clock, and then my youngest woke me up at 2:30 from a scary dream.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I would hate that if I had kids, but I don't.
Find Keeper of
It's
Secrets to not be
I'm
as
sure.
visually appealing as Bloodthirsters. Yeah, I'll agree with you there. Like, the Keeper of Secrets are cool, but man, a flying slab of meat like this is just too awesome to pass up. Right, Sojan?
Yeah.
It's like he's some sort of meat miracle.
Yes. Yeah.
And Doc,
All
would
the correct proportions of meats.
yeah, and Doc, wouldn't you say that his bigness is perfection?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Blah.
Yeah, bleh. I love that we can work in a Buttlord GT reference.
That's how you know it's a good night.
Yep. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's like an old spoof of like Dragon Ball Z. And yeah, this guy just kind of hand drew this comic and called it Buttlord GT, and it was just it was insane, but like a fun insane.
Really, the only way to do a comic like that.
Yeah. Or like King Kai. Well, gotta go back to my planet. Just takes out gun and heroes. Got a box of goblins coming sometime soon? Alright, sweet. Now, miniature goblins or actual goblins?
Just a whole box of goblins.
Just Puffin gets home, and just on the porch is just a box that's just vibrating and just snarling. Just...
The box is angry.
Yep. miniatures. I would not want Warhammer AOS goblins in real life. No, nobody would want any goblins in real life. Unless we were using them on our enemies, but then there's an equal chance that our enemies could use them on us. And yeah, some of our D&D groups are a litmus test. Yeah, no, that's not a good idea to have goblins in the wild.
Goblin eugenics.
Yeah. Wait, are we the bad guys here?
No.
But we have a goblin eugenics program going, but we only have one goblin.
He's fine.
Yeah, he'll get it going. Good old acting Captain Scrum.
They're like mushrooms. He'll be fine.
Yep. Basically just short Florida men. Isn't that what most goblins are, just in general?
That is a new description of goblin that I do not think I've ever heard before.
I haven't heard that either, but I might just start adopting it. Yeah, they're just short Florida men that don't need the meth.
If there was a goblin that I had to get along with from a thing, it would probably have to be Warcraft. Those are probably the most normal-ish.
Yeah.
They just ain't no way. It's good goblins is all.
They don't eat the meth because they are the meth.
They just eat each other.
But yeah, if I had to try to get along with any sort of quote unquote real life goblin, yeah, WoW goblins would probably be the best. And even then, like I've said before, with like certain other things, it's like that's like saying you're the least stinkiest shit.
I mean, there were still six levels of insanity. They just were okay-ish
Yeah,
for the greater good.
yeah. Slayers that AOS ones are just a bunch of shroom heads, just eating shrooms and getting high. Well, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck,
Probably a goose.
most likely. I hope you all have at least a decent angle on all of this, or I can try to turn it, if that makes it any better.
No, I think it's fine.
I can see things.
Pasta Puffin, how's this looking?
No.
Thank you. Yeah, did some Warplock bronze, and then I mixed bright bronze with Warplock bronze for some highlights on it, and I'm kind of digging it.
Why Lincoln appears.
Well, hello, Lincoln. Oh, and he muted himself.
Oh,
Ah, there he is. Just painted an Easter model yesterday because I was busy on Easter. Alright, yeah, like, I get my 2 hours a week of painting time, but I'm happy with it. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Oh yeah, and Lincoln. I got 3 other PS5 controllers now, and we're actually me and the kids are playing through the Ninja Turtle game.
Very nice, very nice.
Though I have to pause every now and then and tell them stop shouting. We're all right here, within like arm's reach of each other. I know you're excited. No, but you gotta heal me.
That's awesome.
No, I don't have to. I could.
Yeah. Easy solution, don't heal and watch the hope drain from their eyes, obviously. I still try it, but I also just tell them, don't worry. If we can't get to you, you'll respawn.
I always like that punishment for your kids. Don't take their tablet away, just take away their charger.
Oh, yeah.
Hope drain from their faces, their battery runs out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So what do you say you're about 80% done with the Bloodthirster?
With the Bloodthirster itself, yes, but then I still have to do this whole damn base, and for what I have planned for the base,
It'll take 20 minutes.
Christ. No, since I'm not going to use any crackling material on it, I'm actually going to hand paint all of the lava and stuff like that. That may take a while since it's my first time doing it.
So the floor will literally be lava.
Yes. You want to know what faction I got started with in 40k? No. What? Yeah, sure. Or yes, I want to know. No, I don't know. Please tell me. Mechanicus? Well, hey, you and Sojan would be best buds.
Yep. I am the tech priest.
That he is.
Nice.
or like in our Shadowrun game, no, you don't understand. I am the driver. Nobody else can drive, or you can only drive if I'm not in the vehicle, and I never leave the vehicle.
I literally make the vehicle go faster. And drive better.
Yeah. Yeah, you actually had enough ranks to where you can increase maximum speed on stuff.
Yep. Well, I also had like a feat that I just could make it go faster.
Yep. The red ones go faster.
chest.
that was silenced.
Yes. Shit was hilarious.
Yep.
I giggled.
And then my troll with 30 soak dice. 3-0. The average and what is considered a good amount of soak dice was about 10. but I had 0.5 essence, so healing magic didn't work great on me.
Not so much.
So, Pasta, soak dice in Shadowrun is dice that you would roll to negate damage. So, like your armor didn't really add like a defense value like in D&D, but it would be able to absorb punishment. Like a good armor would add like 5 soak dice, and then you would have your toughness modifier, which most people would have like 3 dice from like whatever their toughness was, or endurance. I think it was endurance, wasn't it?
Sounds right.
Yeah. And you could stack those, and like with certain augmentics, like so like my troll, which trolls already start with insane stats, like especially for strength and toughness and stuff like that. But for like charisma and intelligence, they were kind of dumb.
Less on the thinky.
Yeah, less on the thinky, more on the punchy. And I made a tank. So between that, and then I got the augmentics for increasing my metabolism, so increasing my toughness. And then I got titanium bone lacing. So yeah, like my soak dice went from, I was already at like 17, I got it to 30. So and like some guns would do like what was like, do you remember like what your shotgun would do, Sojan?
I think it was only like. I can't even remember. Was it like 6 or 8?
Yeah, that I'm hovering around 6 to 7 for damage. So like Sojan's character could shoot me with a shotgun, and I had enough dice where theoretically it would hit me, and I would just turn and look at him like the T100.
Like, really, dude?
Yeah, like, really, dude, this is a new jacket. And then, then I had, like, claws like Wolverine that would come out of my hands, stuff like that. So, yeah, I made a walking meat slab. So that's long and short of it for what soak dice are. Make sense?
In our 4 faces.
Oh my
I
god.
say yes, as I nod no.
Thanks, Homer. I'm going to ask a few questions, and this will beep when you lie. Does this make you okay? Yeah. Yes. Just explodes. Yeah, and then our faces, which basically, the talkers of the group, like our one buddy Jeff, on paper, had a fantastic, like, charisma-based guy. Like, he was the contact guy. He had, like, pheromones that helped conversations. He had, all sorts of, like, talking buffs and stuff like that. And, like...
He actually played the character smart.
He played the character smart. His dice literally wished death upon him. Like, I think he made,
They
like...
legit kill him.
Yeah, they legit killed him once. Or killed him socially. once in like a conversation. Like we're meeting with the new contact and he goes to talk and like he critically glitches and just, like stumbles over drunk and says, how the boobies knock knock, and then just falls over. Like,
Oh dear.
Nice Stick Figures reference.
yeah.
Another old school.
Oh, yeah. And then there was Laura,
Mm.
the shiniest of Pidgeys. She was a pilot, Sojan.
No, I drive.
Again, like halfway mechanically, not a bad face. But she just did. She managed to get herself arrested on a sideways drug deal. And just
That's
like,
right. She'll kill the mama-san, and everything will be okay.
yeah, she'll kill the mama-san in the. Yeah, she. So, okay, in.
I told me that story before, but it's still so horrible.
I know, like, so, okay, in Shadowrun, there's, the obvious tension because we're in Hong Kong. So, yeah, there's tension between Japanese and Chinese. Well, she was a Japanese elf talking down to a Chinese orc. Which, add those, because you know how Chinese and Japanese hate each other, and then you know how elves and orcs hate each other. Now just add in the elf and orc stuff, too. Damn. And so then me, the troll. Yeah, and she had like 7 charisma. Me, the troll, with 1 charisma, had to talk our way out of it.
Yeah.
Managed to.
I managed to, but oh boy. Like even our buddy Tom was just like, it should not have come to that, to where the troll talked your way out of getting killed.
I was gonna say that was more the DM was nice and allowed you to actually talk instead of making you just roll dice.
Yeah. Because the one time I had to roll a charisma check, both me and Josh, we both critically glitched. And we're just like,
Well,
eh.
we know that that's going.
Yeah, we knew this was going to go down to a fight anyway, so at least we didn't get dressed up for nothing.
It could have been fun. The DM could have been like, okay, you are now fighting the entire neighborhood. Let's see if you get out alive.
I think the only 2 that would have been my troll and probably Sojan's driver, because he would have driven away fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like 4 blocks away.
Yeah.
Because that was always in the van.
Yep.
Of course.
Well, so I had a complement of like Doberman robots that would follow these guys along.
I see.
And he provide actually adequate fire support.
Forget what that class is called in Shadowrun. The Rigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. I do not forget what that class is called in Shadowrun.
No, when we were first digging through it, I was like, yep, I'm a rigger, because that's what I am.
So yeah, Pasta Puffin, sorry for like regaling you with like tales of yore of Shadowrun.
Antics ensue.
Oh yeah. And then Tyler's Decker dwarf, Tinkerbell, that he just left the
Right.
gender blank on his character sheet.
Question mark.
Yeah, I think he actually did have a question mark on his character sheet for gender.
Gender, maybe.
Yeah, just I don't know. Is it are you a man or woman? Oh, you willing to look? No, not really. Okay. See, I'm trying not to fall back too hard into like the 40k bits and stuff like that, but yeah, I found like a whole bunch of like the they're extra Space Wolf bits, but they're called Primal Hounds because copyright.
Yes,
But oh dear lord, like I found an Etsy seller that has like a lot of the Primal Hounds bits, and yeah, I am like seriously eyeing like because they have like the old Viking shields
Yeah,
Nice.
that I could use as power shields
nice.
and a few extra heads and whatnot. So I'm really kind of like, oh man, I really want to, but I might just wait and kind of get the box set first and then take it from there. Oh, man, didn't even realize we'd gone over, but I did start late, so I'll finish this little bit and then I got a nice spot to start next Wednesday. So Pasta Puffin, are you a streamer at all, or just a person who comes onto Twitch to watch stuff? Okay. Alrighty. Well, yeah, I think we're just gonna call it a night here. So, thank you everybody for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully everybody has a good weekend. Hopefully I see most of you back on Monday for some more Hero Quest stuff. So, yeah, don't have any other announcements. So, thanks for hanging out, and hope everybody has a great weekend. And just remember, between now and then, to keep on painting.